Hi, my name is Angela Ackman, and my situation is probably a little different than most of you. I am taking this class as an elective. So I am a career tech teacher and I teach dental assisting. So this is going to be a little bit different. I have a student who says that she has a really hard time focusing when reading the textbook. So what I have done here is I have created a little reading nook. She has a hard time focusing. The noise in the room, the words sometimes are a little bigger than she can pronounce. So what I created here is a spot where she could sit with her textbook, which I have here. I had the perfect spot in my classroom, of course. I'm on summer break, so this is my kitchen. Um, but you'll see up in the left-hand corner, I have some pictures of instruments. Below that, I have some reminders of tooth numbers and the names of the teeth. These are just things that the student should already know, but maybe they get confused. On the other far right side at the bottom, there's some more. There's a mouth down there that talks about the different surfaces of the teeth. And then above that are some cards. I can kind of get a little closer here, that talks about the different surfaces and the anatomy of the tooth. So these things on the sides are just like reminders. Up in the top, that's the break room. This particular student is just like myself and would love to be sitting here by the fireplace in the winter time. But anyway, so what I have here is I did a black board. Of course, these are things that a teacher has at their home. Yes, household items. I used a blackboard because in my reading, I found out that the contrast and the color is very helpful for people when they're reading. And so what I did is I put each student each week does definitions for each chapter. And I'm going to have this student put them on these cards and we'll put them on the board. That's what I've done here. At the top, I just have like what chapter it is and what we're talking about. And so they're color coded. So when they're going through the chapter in the book, I have the words highlighted. So they would go to, oh, it's a pink highlight. Let me go up here. Okay, so it's caries, and there's the definition for caries. So if they don't know what that means, it's a lot easier for them to just look up real quick and get a reminder. Although they're writing these out, so they already have the heads up on a lot of these. You also see that I've done a lot of the work here, but I feel like if the students did it, it would be a lot easier for them. I've included some highlighters that are erasable, some tape, like highlighter tape, some Post-its in case they want to, post throughout the chapter, and then a pen and paper because throughout the chapter I have breaks. So I have this student reading along with the terminology, taking a break. There's a break time. There's a couple questions to answer. So they could jot them down or just answer the questions. They're just basic questions about what they have just read. And then it goes on. There's a couple more break times in there. So I've chunked it up so that it's not so cumbersome for them. Also with my book, I feel that there's a lot of pictures and stuff, so it's not as just word, 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 word. So it should be a lot easier for them to read and focus on. I also have the water there, and I've also included some sugarless candy because we know that all of that stuff helps with the memory. So that's what I have created. It's not the best, but it's what I did. Thanks.